Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. And straight after my Daniel Dubois versus Anti-Joshua review, we're now here for the Singapore 2-on-3, the Formula 1 Singapore 2-on-3. Look how beautiful it is in Singapore. Look how beautiful it is. One of the most beautiful 2-on-3s out there. Formula 1 Singapore. One of the most beautiful 2-on-3s out there. Round 18 is round 18 of this Formula 1 season. Yes, remind ourselves of what the grid looks like. Lando Norris is on pole. It's a Singapore showdown, people, between Lando Norris, the top two in Times Championship, Lando Norris and Max Verstappen. Hamilton's in third. The two Mercedes are in third and fourth. Piastri in fifth. Hulkenberg with a superb qualifying performance in sixth with the Hats. Alonso and Tsunoda 7th and 8th. Quite a poor qualifying for Ferrari, 9th and 10th. Williams again, strong qualifying from Williams, 11th and 12th. Perez struggled, which was quite a surprise when he loves the street surface as well, in 13th. Magnussen 14th. Ocon in 15th. Ricciardo 16th. Stroll 17th. Gasly 18th. Bottas 19th. Zhou Guanyu in 20th. In terms of my... Oh, no, I don't think I've done my prediction. That's it. Just give me a minute. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. This is my prediction. My prediction has changed after qualifying, but that is my top 3 prediction. That is my prediction. Lando Norris first, Hamilton second, Verstappen third. That is my top 3 prediction. It is quite hard to overtake. It's quite hard to overtake at Singapore. So strategy is going to be key again in another street circuit. So, and my prediction for the rest of the top 10. Let me pause that. Piastri, Russell, Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Sergio Perez, Alex Albon. That is my prediction for the rest of the top 10. And the starting tyres, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen starting on the mediums, Hamilton starting on the softs. Actually, Hamilton with Ricardo are the only drivers starting on the soft tyres. Russell, Piastri, Hulkenberg, Alonso, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Sainz, Albon, Toro Pinto, Perez all starting on the medium, along with Hulkenberg, along with Ocon and Gasly, and Jan Stroll, Kevin Magnussen, Bottas and Zhou Guanyu all starting on the hard tyre. Breathe. There we go. Breathe. They're just on the formation now. I need a drink. Cheers. Great weekend, isn't it? Yeah, great weekend for me. Mike Williamson era starting off with a win at Swindon. Liverpool winning yesterday. And yeah, unbelievable night of boxing. Unreal night of boxing as well. A few upsets in boxing as well, which everyone's still recovering from. Just give me a second. There we go. It's all good. Why is Lando Norris still unsure? On formation up. But yeah, this is on the ITV, so you don't need to worry about any spoilers. The weekend attendance 269 or 72. Wild. That is amazing. To be fair. Lando Norris taking his time getting to his grid slot. Wow, He needs to start well, Lando, doesn't he? He needs to start well, Lando Norris. The thing with Lando Norris is he doesn't start well, does he? He doesn't start well off the line. And you need to start well in this Qualm 3 as well, because it is quite difficult to overtake. Obviously, you can overtake on the monitor, but it's finding the best not to overtake. Obviously, a lot of fans are one, because it'll be short in that Singapore as well. So yeah, they're all fucking sweating. They're all sweating already, the McLaren team, David. Let me actually put my twin there, because that's in the way of the TV. No watts to the Sauber drivers, no watts. And they're all on the grid slots now, and this is where we're going to get the best bit, where 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's lights out and away we go. It's a good start from Lando Norris. It's a good start from Lando Norris, which is important. And he needs to turn one. Oh, was that a bit of contact between Verstappen and Hamilton? Verstappen in second, and Aston Martin driver's done off along with a Ferrari driver. I don't know who it was, but 62 laps in the Singapore Qualm 3. But the two Mercedes are third and fourth. Nico Hulkenberg's up to fifth, ahead of Oscar Piastri in sixth. Alonso seventh. Leclerc, I think that's Leclerc eighth. But Piastri will make a move on Nico Hulkenberg here and regain that fifth place, as does Oscar Piastri. So the joy for Nico Hulkenberg in that run, bid up to the fourth, so mate, fucking well. I hope you're still recovering. Hope you don't get breath back from the boxing last night. Obviously, I did my Perez. I think that's on Sonoda. Looks like Perez got up to a good start as well. But yeah, I hope you all recovered from that boxing last night. Unbelievable night of boxing. Wild. Absolutely wild. But Lando Norris, he needed that start, didn't he? Lando Norris. As Max Verstappen's in second. By the way, Max Verstappen's done well this weekend, hasn't he? We all thought Verstappen would struggle in Singapore. So yeah, all the way is Norris, Verstappen, Hamilton, Russell, Piastri, Hulkenberg, Alonso, Charles Leclerc. Pinto is in the points again. He's up to 9th. Perez in 10th. Tsunoda 11th. Carlos Sainz 12th. Ocon 13th. Martin 14th. Albon got off to a bad start, down in 15th. Ricardo 16th. Dancy 17th. Stroll 18th. And Bottas and George Van 19th, 20th. Yeah, 2 out of 62. DRS is enabled. I thought to stop on the bottom, shout at the bottom last night. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do these Watchalongs, because I was fucking wearing the house down, especially at the main event. As well. I still can't believe it, man. I have no words for it. But fair play to man. Fair play to him. AJ couldn't cope with the pressure. At least one shot here coped with the pressure, and that was Joseph Baratti. We found Anti-Joss's weakness as well. I said in my review, smaller opponents that are smaller than him. Utsid, Dubois, Ruiz, even Franklin as well. Even though he won on points, AJ struggled to knock him out. As we're on board for George Russell, Lando Norris is already building that gap already on Max Verstappen. This is what I'm saying. It's hard to overtake here at Singapore. It's all about the start, and you're basically going to win this race on strategy now, on when to pit and when not to pit. As Lando Norris sets the fastest lap, it's what Lando Norris needs to do in this championship. He needs to obviously finish above Max Verstappen for the remaining races. But you know what? I think it's not been bad for Max Verstappen so far. Not been a bad weekend from him. Just I thought he struggled badly. I thought he'd been like 5th or 6th. Just because of the car at the moment. But yeah, that's 3 out of 62. Lando Norris has a 1.5 lead over Max Verstappen. AJ wasn't even the best. Josh on the card. Oh, Cal Watchalong with the dada on there. George Russell says he needs to increase the pace a bit as guys at the front obviously pulling away. Crypto Die, hey, what are you trying to watch? So I don't know what you mean. Don't know what you mean by that comment. Where can you watch? Unless you mean where can you watch it? Sky Sports F1 if you got Sky Sports, or F1 TV, or maybe ask someone for a Lidl stream. If that's what you mean, if you're trying to watch it, but I don't know what you're I don't know what you mean by that comment. But if you mean, are you trying to watch it? Sky Sports F1, F1 TV, and maybe there'll be a stream out there as well. Just never know these days. But yeah, what a start, man, for Toro Pinto. Albeit there were there's only a replay of the race start. We can see what happened here. Lando Norris obviously got up to a better start than Max Verstappen. So yeah, I think Verstappen and Hamilton did make contact there. We saw, who was it that went off track? Was it? Yeah, I think it was Alonso. It was Alonso and the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc, I think it was. That obviously went off into turn 1. Went wide into turn 1. It's always chaos in that turn 1, isn't it? It's always chaos in that turn 1. Obviously, I will be back again after this with a Manchester City versus Arsenal Watchalong. Franco just dive-bombed. What is he doing? Oh, did Toro Pinto dive-bomb on his teammate? I didn't even see that, to be fair. Oh my god, Carlos Sainz and Sergio Perez almost came together again. A bit like Baku, but this time Carlos Sainz did some space. Obviously, this is on the replay. We've seen Perez and Tsunoda. Perez make the move on Tsunoda, and obviously we've seen Oscar Piastri obviously make that move on Hulkenberg to regain 5th place. Oh, I bet Man City Arsenal's gonna be boring. I do fear the Man City Arsenal watch on. I just feel it's gonna be Arsenal are not obviously set up for a point. We're saying nothing wrong with that, by the way, because they are quite good defensively and try and snatch the goal, a bit like they did at Tottenham. But I just feel Man City Arsenal is actually not going to live up to the build-up, in my opinion. I think it'd be a bit like last season. Maybe 1-0 wins it for me. I don't see both teams throwing more than one goal either. But Max Verstappen sets the fastest lap, so that is crucial. Max Verstappen just thought, you know what, let's just set the fastest lap, and if not, don't win this race. Try and get that bonus point. Every point matters in these F1 title races. As we are on board with Charles Leclerc. What is it with Ferrari, man? What is it with Ferrari? They're just Ferrari win one race, they do well in one race, and then the next race they're fucking shite. They are shite, Ferrari. PM the team members. I thought Ferrari. This is the thing. You should apologise to Charles Leclerc. Why? This is a circuit that should suit him. And Charles Leclerc does well in street circuits as well. And yet, I don't think he's won a street circuit apart from Monaco, where he can't even overtake in Monaco. Just saying. But Born that 6 out of 62. This will be finished. This qualifying 3 will be finished by 3 o'clock. Or albeit, if we're not going to see any red flags or safety car. Obviously, Lando Norris is now regained the fastest lap. So yeah, it will be a bit of a boring qualifying 3, people, because there won't be as much overtaking action going on. Obviously, around Singapore. But it will be exciting in terms of strategy, in terms of when to pit and when not to pit. But yeah, Mercedes, they'll be happy so far. Mercedes, Hamilton, 3rd, Russell, 4th. Oscar Piastri, he'll be looking to try and get above them 2 Mercedes drivers, because McLaren will want to get more points on Red Bull. Perez is not going to be anywhere near. Perez is not going to be anywhere near the 2 McLarens. So McLarens are beating Red Bull. They are beating Red Bull at the moment in constructors. But Piastri will want to try and get above Russell and Hamilton, try and get on the podium, make it a podium for McLaren, strengthen that gap ahead of Red Bull and Ferrari as well. I think Ferrari were always having an outside shout, Werner, of winning the constructors. No one believed they would win it. Let's be real. After turning into the race, but that's what Piastri would be hoping for. But it's going to be quite difficult for Piastri, especially with Lewis Hamilton as well. Lewis Hamilton, man, he knows how to manage his tyres as well. So I did go for Hamilton to finish above Verstappen in this race. Obviously, I went for the same top 3 as it is now, but I went Hamilton above Verstappen. But I still have kind of got it right, haven't I? A nice Hamilton Verstappen podium. Which is your favourite team and driver? I don't really have a favourite team. I don't really have a favourite team or driver, to be honest with you. I'm a neutral F1 fan. I've been neutral. I've been neutral in every video I've done on this channel. But if I was to pick one team, I would like to see McLaren win it. I'd like to see McLaren win it, and I'd like to see Lando Norris win the Drivers' Championship. In terms of what I would like to happen, but I'm neutral. To be honest with you. What about Sainz? Carlos Sainz is 12th, but I think he's underrated. To be honest, I think Carlos Sainz is a good driver. I actually think Charles Leclerc should be the one even Ferrari, in my opinion. But the Charles Leclerc fans, by the way, we're on lap 9 out of 62. Lando Norris team radio, how is the pace? Yeah, I'm pace 6 or something. Okay, in this case, we'll have to use a bit of that pace to try and get a 5-second gap to Max Verstappen, if possible, by the mid-teens. So the team asking Lando Norris to push now and trying to get that 5-second gap of Max Verstappen. But like I was saying, Carlos Sainz, I actually think he's the one who should be keeping his seat at Ferrari for me. Charles Leclerc has failed. At Ferrari. He should have won the title in 2022, in my opinion. Yeah, I know people are like, oh, but Charles Leclerc's won races. Yeah, but Charles Leclerc's talent, he's won zero titles. Zero titles. So for me, Charles Leclerc's failed at Ferrari, as far as I'm concerned, and Ferrari have failed as well. Failed as well under these regulations. Is Sainz staying any position? No, he's still 12th. He's still 12th. But he is on Yuki Tsunoda's tail in the battle for 11th. Lando Norris doing what he's been asked to do, strengthening that gap on Max Verstappen. It's now 3.8 seconds. As Pinto and Perez are battling it out for 9th. Is Perez going to make a dive bomb here on Pinto? He won't make the move here, but it's now 10 out of 62. Lando Norris is now set at 136.715. And now the gap is now 4 seconds between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen. It's a bit like the Netherlands Grand Prix, isn't it? A bit like the Netherlands Grand Prix where it is quite difficult to overtake there as well. Sergio Perez is looking to try and get past Pinto. I think all these teams, all these drivers are going to be relying on a minute. Also, Piastri team, we don't look like Plan B at the moment, Plan B. And that's what the team is saying to Piastri. And the Piastri says copy. So yeah, I think that's wherever Plan B is for McLaren and Piastri, whatever Plan B is for Piastri, that's what, for me, that's what he needs to do to try and maybe get above Russell and Hamilton. Oh. No, that's an oddly old woman. Fucking hell. The state of it. I don't know why I was looking. I thought it would have been delivery for me, but yeah, Norris is now closing in on that 5-second gap over Max Verstappen. It is 4.9 seconds. Lando Norris keeps on strengthening that gap on Max Verstappen. And we've got our first pit stop. Daniel Ricciardo coming into the pits. It doesn't look like a good sign for Daniel Ricciardo, but he is coming into for a change of tyres, and he's going onto the mediums. Daniel Ricciardo going onto the medium tyres. Daniel Ricciardo, who is under the most pressure going into this race. Daniel Ricciardo could be on the brink of using this seat in F1. And he's on the brink. This could be Daniel Ricciardo's last Grand Prix in Formula 1. Because if there is talk of Liam Lawson potentially coming in to replace Daniel Ricciardo. And I'm not really shocked by that, because Daniel Ricciardo, I think he's just lost it now, hasn't he? I think he's just lost it in F1 as Daniel Ricciardo. I just think he's just lost it in F1. Why can't you add what? Oh, you know what? Just do my fucking head in, seriously. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I've just said you can watch it on F1 TV, Sky Sports F1, or what's on the needle stream, and I can't show the screen. Either. I'll get my channel put down, even though I don't care about my channel. Honestly, I would even happily show you the screen. I would, because I don't care. but as Albon turned into the pits, but yeah, I just can't be arsed with comments now. Can't be arsed with comments like that. It's pretty. Try and speak English. Try and speak English. I mean, some of the comments made no sense. What are try to what? What's that supposed to mean? Why can't you watch Rod? What's that supposed to mean? But yeah, that's 12 out of 62. But yeah, like I said, I will be back for the Man City vs Arsenal Watchalong, which I'll be doing on my own now. Enough said about that, the better. Kevin Mattinson, I'm siding around like hell. Kevin Mattinson says. I just don't know what's wrong with some people these days. Some people getting a bit artsy with me as well. Don't know why, but yeah, okay, whatever. Lando Norris, 7.2 seconds clear ahead of Max Verstappen now. So Lando Norris keeps on strengthening that gap on Max Verstappen. Look, it's difficult to overtake here. It's difficult to overtake here, but this is not really done by Red Bull standards that Lando Norris is looking like he's going to win this 1-3 quite comfortably. And he's still going to go on for Red Bull. Isn't it mad? Red Bull have not won since July. Red Bull, Max Verstappen's not won a race since July, which is what? 2 months? Which is 2 months now. It's just mental. As Carlos Sainz throws in on Yuki Tsunoda. I don't know why I'm saying try and throws in, because impossible to overtake sometimes. Well, most of the time here at Singapore. So it's, again, a bit like Monaco, it's based on the pit stops that will probably win you the race. On when you do pit. Carlos Sainz is bottom now. Not yet he bottom, like bottom the win, basically pitting. So Carlos Sainz turned into pit, started on the medium tyres, Carlos Sainz, and the tyres that you'll come on, Carlos Sainz, let me see, will be the hard compound tyres. Carlos Sainz going onto the hard compound tyres, which probably was expected. So that was now 8.5. Lando Norris on the top power just 1, maybe 2 seconds. And Lando Norris is confirming that. As Carlos Sainz stays ahead of Alex Albon after turning out from the pits. Come here, Charlie. Come here. Obviously, I am joined by my dog, Charlie, as well. Well, it's not my dog, it's my sister's. It's my sister's dog, actually. So it's not my dog, but it may as well be our fucking dog. Oh, the Carlos Sainz dog behind there. Dog at the curve and don't turn into the pits. Sometimes you do get punished for that. Showing you the replay of Carlos Sainz's pit stop. As the gap is now 9.4 seconds between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen. Lap 15 now at 62. But yeah, Daniel, like I said before, Daniel Ricciardo's under pressure to keep his seat, and it looks like he's probably going to use his seat after this Grand Prix, Daniel Ricciardo, and I think he'll be replaced by Liam Lawson for the rest of the season. This hasn't happened for Ricciardo, has it? This hasn't happened for him. He does go above Albon, though. But Ricciardo, I just think he's lost it now, hasn't he? He has lost that ability, you could say, now in F1. So yeah, I think Ricciardo should leave F1 now. I think he should leave F1 after this. I think F1's passing now, as Lando Norris is now 10 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen in the battle of the top two. It's not in the battle of the top two. It's just Lando Norris's race to use now, isn't it? That's all it is. As Charles Leclerc, it's not that far behind Fernando Alonso. He's on Fernando Alonso's tail. This is where he can overtake. But he can't make the move, Charles Leclerc, and stays behind Fernando Alonso. As we're still on board with Charles Leclerc. How has Albon done? So it's one with Albon for me because he's turned into the pits. So as Albon turned into the pits again. Well, no, for his first pit stop. Pit stop on the top threat. 1.116 on the top zone seconds. Your threat from Piastri on George Russell. That's what I love to do on F1 on the day. I love to pit early. I love to pit like 1 lap before the pit window. Try and do the undercut on the driver above. As we see Norris now, though 11.3 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen. And that is why Alex Albon is turning into the pits, because he's now retiring the car. The car for Alex Albon is overheating, and Alex Albon is out. Is out this Grand Prix. So we've got the first DNF of this Grand Prix. That is why Alex Albon did that overtook by Daniel Ricciardo. I thought it was a bit strange that Ricciardo overtook Albon. But Albon is the first DNF in this race, so it was a good qualifying for Williams, but now it all relies on Toro Pinto to store the points for Williams now. See, at least now I've done the AJ Dubois review, I only need to do this Watchalong and do the Man City Arsenal Watchalong, and then I can just chill out for the rest of the night. And just chill out. Hamilton turning into the pits, so Hamilton will now. Unreal, man. Absolute unreal, man. Lewis Hamilton's done 18 laps on the soft tyres, man. I don't do it to Hamilton, though. He is one of the best drivers of all time to manage his tyres, man. To manage his tyres. So Hamilton comes in for the hard tyres. Quite interesting pit stop from Hamilton. Quite interesting. But I think Hamilton, obviously the drivers above Hamilton still need to pit. So Hamilton will still, once everyone's pitted, Hamilton will still move back up into the podium places, in my opinion. So Hamilton is dropped down to 13th for now, but the drivers above Hamilton still need to pit. So Hamilton will still make them places back up and they're back onto the podium. So it's not his actual fair position yet. Lando Norris is 12.8 seconds, nearly 13 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen, which I'm not shocked by the way, because it is Singapore. And I did say you need to have a good start. Charles Leclerc's team saying good job on the Prix, yeah, but they react completely differently now. So Charles Leclerc's having issues with his Prix, but his team says a different. But his team says differently. As also Piastri, looking to stay in the DRS zone of George Russell. And this is the thing now, it's a high threat now. It's a high threat of a pit stop on the top threat from Piastri on George Russell in the battle for that podium place in third. Obviously, like I said, Hamilton will still probably be above Piastri once Piastri pits. I think it's a two-stopper, this Grand Prix, isn't it? I think it's a two-stopper. I can't see drivers. Nah, it's a two-stopper, isn't it? Yeah, it's a two-stopper, this Grand Prix. Even on the hard tyres, I don't think you can. I still think he needs to pit again, as Carlos Sainz easy desk pass Zhou Guan Yu into 16th. As we're now on lap 20 out of 62. And Lando Norris is now probably about to strengthen that gap to 14 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen. You know what? It's Dan's invitation for Red Bull this Grand Prix. It's Dan's invitation. I don't think Red Bull were expected to win this Grand Prix. And I would say that's a good result so far from Max Verstappen. Good result. Yeah, Lando Norris will close the gap. As we see Lewis Hamilton get the move done on Kevin Magnussen on the inside. And Lewis Hamilton's now up to 12th. But yeah, like I said, Lando Norris will secure the gap on Max Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship. But I still think it's a good result for Max Verstappen, finishing second, because the gap won't close that much, let's be real. All of a sudden, if Max Verstappen was a DNF, then it is Damon. And the gap would be 33 points as it stands if Max was a DNF. And then you can say it is Damon. For me, I still believe Max Verstappen will win the Drivers' Championship still. I still think it's still a big gap. 59 points. Can be done though. It can be done now. 59 points. So it's more sense like, you know what, he could do it now, Lando Norris. Yes, could do it. I think I tipped the wall on the way into the pit lane, check my yet. So Hamilton thinks he's tipped the wall as the McLaren crew are coming out. But which McLaren is it that's going to come into the pit? Is it going to be Norris? Is it going to be Piastri? But now they're done back into the team Dowers again. So a bit of a U-turn from McLaren there. I'd have paid a bit of mind games there. As we see, Carlos Sainz, who is behind Dan Stroll at the moment. Lando Norris. Right, I need to move this. So basically, the Lando Norris team radio, the Lando Norris team radio said they don't run. So I actually think it was for Oscar Piastri. I think the pit crew was for Oscar Piastri, actually, not Lando Norris. So we pair of Lewis Hamilton, who looked like that he kept his tyre when done into the pit lane. There was sliding there. There was sliding there from Lewis Hamilton, but yeah, Lando Norris don't run. He's don't run in this Grand Prix, which is probably the right idea because he's still strengthening that lead gap over Max Verstappen. So I think that's a good idea from Lando Norris. Danielle. What's the current standings? What's the positions right now? Lando Norris is leading by over 16 seconds over Max Verstappen in second, Russell third, Piastri fourth, Hülkenberg fifth, Alonso sixth, Charles Leclerc seventh, Pinto eighth, Perez ninth, Tsunoda 10th. Lewis Hamilton has done up to 11th, has just made the move on Esteban Ocon, so Esteban Ocon's in 12th. Magnussen 13th, Darcy 14th, Carlos Sainz 15th, Stroll 16th, Chopin 17th, Bottas 18th, Ricardo 19th. Lewis Hamilton is not happy about pitting early, so Lewis Hamilton's quite worried on his team radio, saying they pitted early when they should have pitted a bit later on. So I understand Hamilton's concerns, to be fair. I do understand Hamilton's concerns. Because I thought it was a bit early as well for Hamilton to pit. But to be fair to Hamilton, though, he was on the soft tyres, so he would need to pit at some point. And Hamilton's already, there we go. Hamilton's already saying he's struggling with this tyre because Hamilton's on the hard tyre. He switched onto the hard tyre from the soft tyres, which is quite unusual because Lewis Hamilton is one of the best drivers of all time to manage his tyres. What happened to Hamilton? How did he fall down so much? No, basically Hamilton pitted. Lewis Hamilton pitted, mate. That's why he fell down. That's why he fell down the grid. He pitted around, was it at 16, from what I remember. And he's gone onto the hard tyres, and Lewis Hamilton basically is struggling on the hard tyres. And I felt they should have went onto the mediums, personally. Charles Leclerc, this is so frustrating. How many laps are we done do like this? Keep calm. Ferrari team, telling Charles Leclerc to keep calm. And again, Charles Leclerc, I understand his frustrations as well on this Singapore circuit. And he's not pitted yet, by the way, as well. So basically, the drivers who are still not pitted: Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, George Russell, Piastri, Hülkenberg, Alonso, Leclerc, Pinto, Perez, Tsunoda, Ocon, Magnussen, Dacier, Stroll, Zhou Guanyu, and Bottas have all still not pitted yet. And Alex Albon is still the only DNF of the race because he had to retire the car because the car was overheating. So if kept on medium or softs, I think Mercedes did their time on for Hamilton Perrier. 100%. Is it something to do with Lewis Hamilton? He's not going to be there next season. Hamilton's going to be at Ferrari. Are Mercedes now prioritising George Russell more? It does like it, doesn't it? I think George Russell's been more prioritised this season because since the Hamilton announcement, bit of a coincidence, isn't it? Bit of a coincidence, to be fair. But I think Mercedes are right in that, though, because if the try was even at the end of the season, well, if you see him at the end of the season, I think Mercedes be like, you know what, we should give the other driver who's staying with us more priority. We're on lap 25 out of 62. Lando Norris has got a 19-second lead over Max Verstappen. I am trying to make this as exciting as possible. It's Singapore, though, isn't it? It's Singapore. And not much happens in the Singapore Grand Prix. And yes, chaos happens and you crash into the barrier. Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes need to make a decision now. Because Hamilton's struggling on the tyre. Does he come in and pit and fall further down the grid and go onto the mediums and take a risk and rely on the safety car? It was poor management, to be fair, though, from Mercedes. Poor management. Should have been the mediums. So I think the time the fuck Hamilton's race up for me by the lots of things, to be honest with you. So, to be fair, since 2021, Mercedes management has been poor. Their management of the tyre management has been poor as well. What's going on? And Mercedes used to be the former champions as well. But they've been quite poor of the tyre management over the years, as is now a 22nd point lead. 22nd lead, between Norris and Verstappen. Hamilton saying, "You kill me with this offset, mate." Lots of options still open towards still Lewis. Yeah, Hamilton's not happy, is he? Hamilton's not happy. And you know what? I think he's right. As Charles Leclerc finally made the move on Fernando Alonso to move into 6th place. And Lewis Hamilton makes a dive bomb on Lottie Snowder, and he's done wide. And Hamilton's done wide. Yeah, he's lost it, Hamilton. He's completely lost it with that move. Hamilton made the dive bomb on Tsunoda, but he went wide. So he had to give Tsunoda the position back. But yeah, he kind of lost it there, Hamilton, with his head. Kind of lost it. As Fernando Alonso comes into the pit, Alonso falls down to 15th, and Fernando Alonso's gone onto the hard tyre. But Fernando Alonso did start on the medium tyre, so I think Alonso should be okay now for one stop. As we see a replay of Hamilton trying to make a move on Tsunoda. He tried to do a dive bomb on the inside, Hamilton. But yeah, the tyres, he's comparing the tyres are chopping off. This is why he went wide on that move on Tsunoda. So yeah, Hamilton's comparing them really on team radio. They fucked his race, man. I think they fucked Hamilton's race up, in my opinion. But then, he has staying positions though, hasn't he, Hamilton? He has staying positions, but should have been the mediums. We all know that it should have been the mediums. Fair play to Hulkenberg though. Look at Nico Hulkenberg, man, in 5th in the Hearts. But that's because Mercedes fucked Hamilton's race up. Max Verstappen team radio, rear tyres are quite bad now. Yeah, understood, Max shouldn't be too long, says his team. So the gap between Norris and Verstappen now is 22.2 seconds. Between the two of them. So but yeah, Lando Norris is strolling. He is strolling to a 1-3 victory here in Singapore. As Lance Stroll comes into the pits. I thought that was Alonso then there. I was like, what's going on? As Oscar Piastri is starting to close in on George Russell. But it's going to take time for Piastri to try and get that move on George Russell. George Russell's now pitting. This is poor. Where he is poor from Mercedes. George Russell should have pitted earlier. Mercedes knew that was closing on George Russell. Mental. That's mad. That is mad. And you know what Oscar Piastri's going to do now? McLaren are going to tell Oscar Piastri to push now. To push and try and get that who's stop on George Russell. And keep hold of track position after his pit stop. So the pit window is now done for lap 21 to 27 for the medium tyres. And Lando Norris is still done on the medium tyres. 23.7 seconds ahead of Verstappen now. As Charles Leclerc tries to make a move on Hulkenberg. Good defensive work though from Nico Hulkenberg. Piastri team radio. Okay, mate, this is the race. Yes, though. So yeah, Oscar Piastri, they're basically telling Oscar Piastri to push now. So he doesn't use that. He doesn't use that position to George Russell when he does pit. Could Oscar Piastri close the gap on Max Verstappen? Potentially. Fucking hell. Oscar Piastri's done well, done everyone, but Russell and Hamilton, that's because Mercedes, for me, as Charles Leclerc makes a move on Nico Hulkenberg and he gets it done. Charles Leclerc is now up to 48. You know what? Ferrari's starting to turn it around after bad qualifying. As Sergio Perez comes into the pits now. What tyre is Perez done onto? I assume it's a hard tyre. Yep. Perez is done onto a hard tyre after starting on the mediums. And who sits turning into the pits behind him? Is it Hulkenberg or Magnussen? It's Kevin Magnussen who's turning into the pits. And Perez, you want to try and stay above that Sauber driver and trust about he adds. But he could be under pressure from the Sauber driver, Joe on you. Obviously, he won't be. Now Max Verstappen's pitting. Max Verstappen's now pitting. Yeah, I think Max Verstappen's given up on the race win. Max Verstappen's pitting because he knows he's not winning the race. So we know Lando Norris is winning the race without any accidents. So Max Verstappen will want to try stay ahead of Piastri if he can, which he won't. Also, Piastri does obviously go above Max Verstappen, and Norris has got a 32 second lead of his teammate Piastri. Nico Hulkenberg coming into the pits, and Max Verstappen needs to get a move on because Charles Leclerc could overtake him here, and he has. And Charles Leclerc has gone ahead of Max Verstappen. That is terrible. That is terrible from Red Bull. Did Red Bull have a short pit stop? I wonder. But Max Verstappen is still on Charles Leclerc's tail. So from out of nowhere in this race, Charles Leclerc is now up to third. What a drive from him, by the way. After I criticised Charles Leclerc earlier for saying he's failed in his Ferrari career, which he still has, and Lando Norris is now pitting. Lando Norris has responded to Max Verstappen's pit stop, and he is pitting himself. But will Oscar Piastri No, he won't. Yeah, Lando Norris, right time, right place to make the stop, and Lando Norris will stay ahead as Max Verstappen makes the move on Charles Leclerc into third place. Into third place. And Lando Norris is now done to hard tyres, which will take him to the end of the race now. And he has a 3.4 second lead over his teammate Oscar Piastri, but Oscar Piastri still needs to pit. Oscar Piastri needs to push now, doesn't he? He needs to push now to try and potentially stay ahead of Max Verstappen. We need a bit of teamwork here. Because as it stands, this will be done for Norris, that Max Verstappen is behind Piastri at the moment. So Piastri, Charles Leclerc, Yuki Tsunoda, Perez, Zhou Guanyu and Valtteri Bottas all still need to pit. So what happened here with Max Verstappen then? How come did he get behind Charles Leclerc? I just don't get it. Why we get him undercut by so far? It's just so stupid. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, though, the DAP was already strengthening, wasn't it? The DAP was already strengthening without the pit stop of Verstappen. So yeah, a bit of back and forth between Verstappen and his team. So we got 31 laps remaining of this Grand Prix. Been quite a long Grand Prix, hasn't it? Lando Norris, team radio. We see a small issue with the front wing, nothing serious. Oh dear. Oh. Even though it's a small issue with the front wing, that is something to be looked at. That's something to look at, in my opinion. Obviously, McLaren got investigated, didn't they, for the rear wing after Baku. So they had to make amends, didn't they? They had to make amends to it for this Grand Prix. All because Red Bull can't cope. All because Red Bull can't cope with the title challenge. Oh, the front right. Oh my god, the front right Lando Norris. A replay there. He did. He hit the wall. Lando Norris did kick the wall there after he locked up. Which is probably now makes more sense with the front wing. The front wing, what the issue with the front wing, potentially. But Lando Norris, 4.457. Race control, Darcy Hulkenberg incident, turn 7, forcing another try off the track, noted. Obviously, we didn't see that. George Russell team radio, I need a bit of encouragement, mate. Yeah, everyone tracks and metrics, everything's looking really good at the moment. Says George Russell's team to George Russell. Nah, I'm sorry, but Mercedes could have got a fucking podium. Charles Leclerc's team radio, I will mute this. So basically, Ferrari team radio saying these laps are crucial. That's basically what they're saying. There we go, still here. So yeah, Norris doing well though, strengthening that gap on his teammate as well. What are they doing here? They should have pitted Piastri earlier. So Max Verstappen's going to carry. Max Verstappen will carry door above Piastri once Piastri pits. Target gap will be the plan C. Target gap, it will be the gap for plan C. Toppy front white starting to struggle a bit. I think Piastri's just. I think they've done it all one for Piastri for me. Carlos Sainz will do above Dr. Snowden. When I said on one for Piastri, I meant in the battle with Max Verstappen. I think Piastri could still get a podium, but they've done quite a while now, Piastri and Charles Leclerc, on these tyres, haven't they? Starting on the mediums. But it's helping, but at the end of the day, it's helping Norris out, and that Piastri staying second, while Norris pushes on to win this Grand Prix at Atlanta. Also, Piastri team radio then, we're tempted to stay on. That would mean you have to overtake Hamilton after the stop. How would that be? Not sure it's a great idea. I fucking agree. I agree with Piastri. Quite confusing from McLaren there. Quite confusing why they've still kept Piastri out. Albeit to help Lando Norris out in the Drivers' Championship, but I just think they've done it all one with Piastri for me. Because he's done me behind Hamilton and he needs to get some overtaking done, which is quite difficult round here. Hamilton radio, we're pulling Piastri back into our window very slowly, currently 1 second unsafe. He should have pitted earlier, Piastri. You know what should have happened? Piastri should have pitted when Verstappen pitted. When Verstappen pitted, Piastri should have had one more lap and then pitted for me. No, sorry, the lap after Lando Norris pitted as well. The lap after Norris pitted as well. That's what they should have done with Piastri. But yeah, I don't think Piastri's then a podium now, in my opinion. Because Max Verstappen's now rapidly closing that gap on Piastri, which is expected, because Piastri hasn't pitted yet. Oh, George Russell makes a move on outside of Charles Leclerc. That is quite an impressive move from George Russell. And Charles Leclerc stays ahead. Stupid move, really, from Russell. What was he doing? But Russell decided to go on the outside of Charles Leclerc. But fair racing for me. Fair racing, in my opinion, because I don't think Charles Leclerc pushed him off. Don't need patience round here. That's the thing with George Russell, though. I still think he's a bit reckless, isn't he? He is a bit reckless, George Russell, but he's a replay anyways. Don't know why he's been by doing outside, but he was never overtaking Charles Leclerc on the outside. When Charles Leclerc has that inside line, and that'll have some effect on George Russell's tyres after that, being pushed out wide. Toro Pinto incident, even the track and day in advances noted. So Toro Pinto has been noted of an incident, but Daniel Ricciardo has made a move on Perdazzi up to 12th. So he's starting to turn it around with Ricciardo when he needs to turn it around. But I think Daniel Ricciardo is starting to turn it around when he needs to towards Ian Lawson's waiting for his seat for the rest of the season. As Charles Leclerc comes into the pit, it will be very tight with Hulkenberg, says his team. But to be fair to Mercedes, they fucking managed to pull it back. To be fair. And George Russell's managed to pull it back as well. To be in contention back with the podium place then. But then Hamilton to the fucking podium, you know. As Charles Leclerc comes out ahead of Hulkenberg. So yeah, it was fucking tight. Piastri team radio is getting very tricky now. I just don't know what McLaren are thinking of with Piastri by telling Piastri to go out on. They should have pitted earlier. I'll keep on saying it. They should have pitted earlier for me. So Piastri. So they're basically telling Piastri to stay out, but Max Verstappen's going to be rapidly closing the gap on him with the yards to 9.9 seconds now. So yeah, I'm very confused with McLaren on the Piastri management. As per Dacier, obviously lost time there, and that allowed Perez, with a replay here, Perez to overtake Dacier, which was easy done. And Toro Pinto also overtook Perdazzi as well on lap 31. So we're on lap 38 out of 62 now. 14.3 seconds for Fernando Norris. It may help Norris though. Piastri staying out, to be fair. But yeah, still a bit confused, to be honest with you, by the Piastri out. And now, Oscar Piastri is going to be pitting. Bit too late for me. Far too late for me. But Max Verstappen will get his second place back and move above Oscar Piastri. Just needed to stress my heads a bit. Good stop, to be fair, for Oscar Piastri. But he will be behind. Will he be behind Hamilton? Yes, he will. Oscar Piastri is now down to 5th. And Mercedes are back on the podium again, with Russell in 3rd, Hamilton 4th. But again, have Mercedes prioritise Russell more over Hamilton? It seems to look like it this season, hasn't it? Apart from the Prix Grand Prix. So Lando Norris now has a 23.3 second lead over Max Verstappen, which was expected. And yeah, it's a race to the finish now, I would say. It's a race to the finish now. I think the front runners are doing a one-stopper. Toro Pinto is now under no further investigation, so he won't be getting a punishment for getting an advantage. Esteban Ocon, replay of Ocon's move on his teammate Darcy on lap 38. Ocon moves up to 14th. As we see, Kevin Magnussen also made a move on Darcy. So yeah, Darcy definitely. Yeah, Darcy's struggling. I don't understand why he's on the soft tyres. So confused and weird. But Oscar Piastri is now on Hamilton's tail, though. He is on Hamilton's tail. Let's see. To be fair to McLaren, though, they have built fucking water ship, haven't they? As Piastri's closing on Hamilton. He will make the move, Oscar Piastri. And he gets the move done. And Oscar Piastri is up to 4 P8. And now, for Oscar Piastri, it's all about chasing down George Russell now. As Charles Leclerc is once again behind Fernando Alonso. but will we see a repeat again and Charles Leclerc overtake Fernando Alonso? Yuki Tsunoda, what are we waiting for? We are discussing Yuki. Obviously from Tsunoda's team radio. As Alonso and Charles Leclerc make this move done on Fernando Alonso, and he does. And Charles Leclerc, pretty much a repeat, isn't it? Back up to 7 P8 and above Alonso. As Oscar Piastri is now 4.2 seconds behind George Russell, and he'll be chasing George Russell down for that final podium P8. Yeah, I always need to stress my heads, man. 21. Always need to stress my heads, don't I? So, how many laps is it? 22 laps remaining. At 41 out of 62. And Lando Norris, I think he's got it done, hasn't he? I think he's got it done. He's going to win this Q3 out of Atlanta. Which is massive for him. And it just shows the race start was important as well, wasn't it? The race start was important. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. Have I missed anything? No, I haven't. I see, it was quite a good move on McLaren. I see. Because Oscar Piastri is closing the gap to 2.9 seconds. I still don't think it was a good move for Piastri, for Piastri, because I actually still think he could have finished above Verstappen as well. But it looks like McLaren will just be happy with the third place, as Carlos Sainz team radio. Carlos Sainz to swap positions with Charles Leclerc, and now Charles Leclerc to move up to 6th place. is Tyler Sainz moving out the way here for Charles Leclerc? I think Tyler Sainz he's trying to be strategic here. He's not really listening to his team so far, has he? Oh, he has now. There we go. Sainz out as moving up the way. Charles Leclerc moves up to 6th, as Charles Leclerc will try and chase Lewis Hamilton down. And also Piastri had set the fastest start. So, what do I know? It was probably the right move from McLaren in the end. That would have been McLaren's aim, wouldn't it, at the start of the race as well, to finish on the podium. To be fair, so... For the aim for the start of the race, probably a good move. Oh. Yeah, Piastri's rapidly closing on George Russell. Charles Leclerc team radio, if you keep this pace, we should pass Hamilton at the end, just like I said about chasing Hamilton down. But yeah, I mean, look at the time, man. Look at the time McLaren have built. Look at the time the fucking built McLaren. Hamilton's right. It's a pretty rocket ship. And so far, they deserve to win the Constructors' Championship. I still think Adrian Newey-Yevon announcement had something to do with it. And I think Red Bull banned Adrian Newey from being involved in the car. I think this is a coincidence for me. As we see, Oscar Piastri is now 0.315 seconds. And Piastri is about to get this move done at some point on George Russell. He's got time. He has got time. Just needs to be patient. And if he gets the move done on George Russell, he may think, you know what, we could get Verstappen here. We'll chase after Verstappen potentially. George Russell team radio, you're still doing high 36 out there. There is a chance of interacting at the very end of the race if he can keep that pace up. Very true, actually, yeah. If Charles Leclerc's chasing Hamilton down, I think Charles Leclerc could potentially chase Russell down as well. As much as I criticised Charles Leclerc's career, saying he's failed, I think he's done good so far in this race. Same with Sainz, to be fair. It was just damage limitation for them, wasn't it? After a bad qualifying. So that's 44 out of 62. We don't really need to talk about the top two now. Lando Norris is just strengthening that gap of Verstappen to 24.3 seconds. If Piastri is wanting to catch Verstappen, he may need to get the move done now on George Russell. And he's closing, and he's got the move. Oh, got the move done, just about. And Piastri gets that final podium place up to third. Only just got that move done. Because I thought Russell was going to make contact with him. And now we've got 17 laps remaining. The gap is 18.2 seconds between Max Verstappen and Oscar Piastri. Does Oscar Piastri fancy his chances now of chasing Max Verstappen down? Or is it too much of a push for Piastri to chase Verstappen down? But Piastri needs to push anyways, doesn't he? So to build that gap ahead of Russell, Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. So yeah, Russell went to the out. To be fair though, Russell actually went to the inside, didn't they? Piastri made the move, got the move done on the outside. Almost contact, but the dude go on. As Charles Leclerc has set the fastest lap. Yeah, I don't think Piastri's gonna close the gap on Verstappen. I don't think. I really need to see for the next couple of laps to see if that does close between Verstappen and Piastri, but it's gonna be. Can he close the gap on Verstappen in this race? It's gonna be a bit of a tough ask, isn't it? This is why I still say if they would have pitted Piastri earlier, I actually think they would have got Verstappen. So he's the DAP then. Here is the DAP as it stands in the Drivers' Championship. Hang on there, hang on. So Max Verstappen is 52 points clear. So the DAP will be close to 52 points between Verstappen and Norris. Yeah, I think we can forget about Charles Leclerc and Piastri now, but Piastri has closed the gap on Charles Leclerc in the battle for third in the driver standings. So, yeah, as it stands, it is 52 points between Norris and Verstappen. It's still bid, isn't it? It is still bid. It's like a sauna in here, George Russell said. Well, yeah, you are driving the car, fucking hell. You are driving the F1 car, so it is going to fucking happen. To be fair though, they are probably. Oof. Fucking hell, that was tight. Two drivers making the move from Ricardo in the probably tight area. We pay Lando Norris. Oh, again. I think Lando Norris did tip the wall there then, Lando Norris. I think he needs to be on the team radio to Norris to try and be careful with the car. Because we could ultimately see a bottle job here if Norris was to not win the race. Because he tipped the wall a few times, hasn't he? As Perez is chasing down Nico Hulkenberg. Perez team radio. I don't have traction, mate. I'm bouncing like a kangaroo. Copy that. Keep your head down. Do what you can. But fair enough. Fair enough from Red Bull. So we got 15 laps remaining of this Grand Prix. Lando Norris currently winning the Singapore Grand Prix at Atlanta. And my curse continues, by the way. I've already just noticed my curse continues on Max Verstappen. Every time I've done the F1 Watchalong, whether it's qualifying or the actual race, the sprint race doesn't count, by the way. Sprint race doesn't count. But qualifying the actual race, Max Verstappen hasn't won. I don't know why it is. I seem to have a curse on Verstappen, don't I? It's just mental. Yeah, it's just watch Verstappen win now. That would be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it? So Piastri's close at that 17.5 seconds on Max Verstappen. It's just too much, isn't it? It's just too much. Should have pitted earlier, Piastri. If Piastri would have pitted earlier, I actually think he would have touched Verstappen. Honestly, I think he would have. Year Pro, Williams driver Tammy, F1 the Tammy driver. Okay, so full concentration now. Take a trend. Take a trend. Just like that, take a trend, Nando. Obviously, by the way, they do have twins in the car as well. If people don't notice, they do have twins in the car. I think it's by their side or something. Like to have something like not plugged in, but something like stiff next to the helmet, like inside the helmet. So they do actually twin, which is mental. They actually do twin while driving. Yeah, as well. Well, obviously they need twin, don't they? Obviously they will need a twin because if they don't, fucking hell. Be dehydrated, man. I just find it interesting though when they twin and drive at the same time. Quite interesting. 16.5 seconds. So Piastri's now made up 1 second on Verstappen. You know what? I don't know. I think Verstappen. I think Verstappen will still stay ahead of Piastri. Ken Magnussen has a puncher, so something's key happened. Oh, can he get back to the pits? Oh, hang on a minute. Now Magnussen's got a puncher. He's still a while away. He's still miles away from the pit lane. Ted Magnussen. Oh, now we could see a twist and turn here. As Charles Leclerc, that's the move done on Lewis Hamilton. Up to 5th. Because Kevin Magnussen, with that punter, it's obviously gonna put Debbie on the fucking on the track. Where is Magnussen? Now he's taking his time down to the pit, yeah. It's Russell, and now surely Magnussen, slowly turning his car. So they're showing you a replay on how he got a punter. Kept the wall, yeah, he kept the wall. He kept the wall, which caused the punter. Which is why Lando Norris needs to be careful. Because if he fucking keeps the wall, that would be heartbreaking, wouldn't it? So 28 seconds the gap between Norris and Verstappen. Piastri is now 17.8 seconds behind Verstappen again. So I don't know if that's also Piastri saving battery or Verstappen's pushing. As we see the Haas pit crew come in. So yeah, it looks like it's all okay in terms of the punter, with no need for a yellow flag. As we now got 10 more laps remaining. Striking distance, battle for 4th, 8 laps. So we're expecting on that city for Charles Leclerc to close the gap and try and make a move on George Russell. It's been solid from Ferrari, hasn't it? It's been a solid race from them. George Russell Team Radio, I have understeer and oversteer. So yeah, it could be before that city now. If George Russell's having them problems. Sergio Perez. I expect Perez to go Verstappen Hulkenberg. Oh. Keep needing to stress. I need a proper chair, man. George Russell just hits the wall, thinking all fine, we are white. The firm Preston is looking good at the moment. Norris has set the fastest lap as well. After this, I'll need to save my voice. I'll need to save my voice after this for the Watchalong, the Man City Arsenal Watchalong. So yeah, Oscar Piastri, he's not going to task Verstappen now. I think Piastri's the same battery. So yeah, looking like a McLaren 1-3. Norris first, Piastri third. It's a little missed opportunity because I thought they could have pitted Piastri earlier and he could have stayed ahead of Verstappen when he came out the pit lane. That's the only critique for me. But apart from that, belongs to McLaren again, doesn't it? This weekend. Charles Leclerc's team radio, I don't know what it's saying, but let's wait and see. As Charles Leclerc is now rapidly closing that gap on George Russell in the battle for fourth. Just shows, doesn't it? In the end, I was right. Mercedes have fucked their team up. Mercedes have fucked their drivers up. Drivers' races up. As Kevin Magnussen set the fastest lap. Kevin Magnussen's down to the soft tyres. Wow. The gap is almost 20. The gap is almost 30 seconds between Norris and Verstappen. Mental. I know it's Singapore. It's difficult, but it's another Grand Prix where Red Bull is not having the answers at the moment. Norris team radio, just chill out, bring this car home. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair comment, isn't it, from the team? Fair comment from the team. Just bring the car home. Bloody hell. Don't take unnecessary risks like going on the curve and tipping the wall. But yeah, it's been, and not being funny, people. It's probably expected, but it's been pretty boring, hasn't it? Pretty boring Grand Prix. We had a few moments, haven't we? We have had a few moments in this Grand Prix, but this was the race start. The race start's probably the best moment from this Grand Prix, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's been pretty boring. But it's always a strategic race, isn't it? Singapore, a bit like Monaco as well. It is like Monaco, but there is some parts where you can overtake on here in Singapore. But yeah, it's been pretty boring Grand Prix. But I'm not comparing them because we've got a title race in our hands, haven't we? We've got a title race in our hands. So this is round 18, isn't it? This is round 18 of the season. So we got round 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we got 6 Grand Prix remaining, and that would be 51 points, 52 points between Verstappen and Norris. It's still difficult, isn't it? I still think it is difficult. And yes, I think what Norris needs to do, Norris needs to finish above Verstappen for the remaining races, and I think he needs Verstappen to have at least one DNF. At least one DNF or like one bad race where he finishes out, I don't know, 6th, 7th, 8th, something like that. I think that's what needs to happen. It's still a bit dark, isn't it, between Norris and Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship. Still a bit dark. It can be done, as I said earlier, it can be done, but you need a lot to happen. Norris needs to finish above Verstappen, and he needs Verstappen to DNF, and I think Norris needs. But I will say, they have got the sprint races as well, haven't they? They've got the sprint race still to come as well. Sprint races still to come, so that's extra bonus points, isn't it? Extra bonus points, so you just never know. But if I was to predict it now, I'll still say Verstappen just to hold on to the Drivers' Championship. But McLaren will definitely, for me, McLaren are definitely going to win the Constructors now, in my opinion. I just think Red Bull are done. Red Bull are what's the cut, the finish Red Bull in terms of Constructors. Obviously, Red Bull won't give up. They won't give up in the Constructors, but I don't know, it's Team Radio, just a reminder how tricky the fault effect is. Also, a struggle done through 3 cars, be careful. But like I was saying, I forgot what I was going to say now. But yeah, Constructors battle, that was it. Constructors battle. I just think Red Bull may as well just forget about the Constructors now. Just forget about it. And put the main priority into Max Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship battle. I think they may have already done that already, Red Bull. They may have already done that, but we'll wait and see. The thing is, though, Lando Norris, he needs to be perfect every remaining race now. He needs to be perfect. If Norris has one bad race and finishes behind Verstappen, or even has like a DNF Norris, then it's done. Done for me. It will be done. Yes, this hope is not a heartbreaking moment for Norris. Verstappen's made 2 seconds on Norris. But yeah, it's still, yeah. Hang on, who was trying the day there? Trying the day thoughts. Norris, Charles Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo. Why Ricciardo? I don't get that. When Ricciardo's down in 18th. Norris, because he's obviously winning the race. If Charles Leclerc makes some... You know what, I'll give it to Charles Leclerc. I don't want to be boring. And say Lando Norris for time of the day. But I'll do it to Charles Leclerc, especially if he gets this move done on George Russell as well, after a bad qualifying as well. I think Ferrari have actually had a solid race, haven't they? I think they've had a solid race. But I know I know I criticised Ferrari earlier in the stream because for me Ferrari have failed for me. And Lando Norris has got past one driver already. When I say one driver, one back marker. Yeah, just don't take any risks. Just don't take any risks at all. That's what Norris needs to do. Just don't take any risks at all. I know Verstappen's closing the gap on Norris, but he's made it, what, like 2 seconds? But obviously Verstappen knows still winning the race. So mainly, it's the battle for fourth, isn't it, really? It's the battle for fourth from now to the end of the race between Russell and Charles Leclerc. What time is it? 2:40. I love it in F1 when they say, oh, safety car chance, and it never happens. Just hilarious when it does that. Oh, Charles Leclerc, I thought he was going to make the move there. It would have been a tight move. 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go then in the Singapore Grand Prix. Can Max Verstappen maybe snatch the fastest lap potentially? I still don't think it's a disaster way for Verstappen. I think Verstappen's done well with the damage limitation for me. As we see Charles Leclerc trying to make a move on George Russell. But the battle goes on for fourth between Russell and Charles Leclerc. But like I said, I don't think it's a... I think Verstappen knows he wasn't on winning Singapore. So I think it's still okay for him. It's still okay. It just doesn't need to panic. Because it's Norris who can't afford a DNF, isn't it? For me. If Norris gets one DNF, then he's done. And Kevin Magnussen is now going to retire the car. And I won't be shocked if Daniel Ricciardo's going to retire the car as well. Because they're both in the pits. And yes, Ricciardo's coming back out. Yet no point. Or is Daniel Ricciardo one of the drivers of the day because he's even, potentially? And he's a fan's favourite? I don't know. Two more laps remain, and then can Charles Leclerc get the move done? I still think I'll still give driver of the day to Charles Leclerc for me. I'll still give him driver of the day for me because I think he's made. I have to think Ferrari, despite a bad qualifying from Ferrari, I think they've had a solid race for me. I don't want to be boring by saying Lando Norris. He got off. He finally had a good race start, didn't he? Lando Norris finally got off the line very well, and I think that's won him the race for me. Charles Leclerc Team Radio, they have very good tracks in the den. I think they're talking about George Russell. So it's lap 61 out of 62. Well, for Russell and Leclerc. It will be the final lap for Lando Norris. As we now head into the final lap. Showing you a replay of George Russell. Oh, he did slide a bit, didn't he? it's probably now Charles Leclerc to close the gap on him when he went onto the curb there. That's Charles Leclerc. Chases George Russell down. Will he make the move? Oh no, he won't. And I think they've done so, yeah, Lando Norris coming across the line at some point. So it's the final lap for George Russell and Charles Leclerc. I've been able to go away from this battle and maybe have a split screen because Lando Norris is only a final couple of corners away. And Lando Norris is stuck behind a back marker of the Aston Martin. But he does pass, coming through the last few turns and corners. Lando Norris down with Harvest the fastest lap. But Lando Norris wins the Singapore Grand Prix at a huge canter and closes that gap on Max Verstappen to 52 points in a triumphant battle. As Max Verstappen come across the second place and Piastri will come across the third place. But it's all about the battle between Russell and Charles Leclerc in the battle for fourth. As it's Sonia Piastri, the next one to come across the line. So, round of applause for McLaren as McLaren continue their momentum. And Norris closes that to 52 points. And I think Charles Leclerc, I don't think he's on the task George Russell, in my opinion. Yeah, George Russell is going to come across the line for fourth place. Charles Leclerc will come across the line for fifth place. Hamilton sixth. Sainz 7th, Alonso 8th, Hulkenberg 9th, Perez 10th. So they are your top 10 who get in the points. Cole Pinto, Tsunoda, Ocon, Stroll, Zhou Guanyu, Bottas and Darcy and Ricciardo all miss out on the points, despite Ricciardo getting the fastest lap. As Lando Norris wins the Singapore Grand Prix, the gap is now closing to 52 points between Norris and Verstappen. Red Bull, McLaren strengthened their gap even more now above McLaren. One round about McLaren strengthened their gap even more ahead of Red Bull in the Constructors' battle. This probably ends the Constructors' battle for me. I think McLaren, it's their Constructors' title to use now. And I think Red Bull are already out of it for me. So it will be interesting. Do Red Bull now prioritise Max Verstappen's Drivers' Championship now? I think they have to now. I think they need to take the data on the Constructors. And McLaren have not won the Constructors title since 1998, so another step closer for the McLaren team. So, but I'm going to leave it there anyways. Don't leave it there for my F1 Singapore Grand Prix Watchalong. Massive appreciation to everyone that tuned in to the Watchalong. I will see you all again for Manchester City versus Arsenal later on. I'm going to save my voice as Lando Norris wins in Singapore at an absolute canter and closes the gap again on Max Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship battle.